Hello Pisces, thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Cosmic Slumber Tarot by Tilly Walden. Website is here at the bottom, liminal11.com. Feel free to check that out if you would like to. Supportive Oracle cards. You Are Clairvoyant Oracle cards by Belinda Grace. Illustrations by Elaine Marzin. Website is rockpoolpublishing.com.au. A as an apple, use an umbrella. What do we have for Pisces? I'm totally not seeing something coming. Okay. How far? It's taking a minute. Whatever's going on is taking a minute, not seeing it coming. It's good. Okay. Ooh. It's good. A situation where you felt trapped. That's going to change. The thing is, it doesn't look right when it starts. It just does not look right. I feel like it's very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. And a lot of worry. A lot of worry. Is there anything else with it? I don't want to say negative self-talk, but be careful of it. Everybody should be careful of negative self-talk, and I'm a Pisces too, so I just feel like we're prone to it. Maybe I'm wrong, but the Star card, which can be really good. Let's see how it adds in, and then the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, it's going to take a while. The Knight of Pentacles is coming in. Something you feel trapped with it's going to change. Things are changing for the better. There's a lot of good going on here. I just feel like it's not revealing itself all at once. It can go down a few different roads, right? So if you want to move or something like that, it's like maybe you find out you have to move, and then that's really uncomfortable. And then you're starting to find places where you have options, and then you choose a place, and then it takes a while to get used to it, and then you just make some friends with neighbors, and then over some time you realize it was great. Over time you realize, hey, that was the best thing. And when you look back, you're like, it doesn't look bad when you look back, but it felt bad at the time. It seems like this is one of those situations. Okay. I don't like to shy away from romantic things, but I don't want to make things all about romantic things. Yeah, in this situation, I will give this example in case it applies. It doesn't have to be romance, but this could also be like a friendship. But this is like... The reason this is weird is like somebody's coming into your life. You're not sure what to make of them. It starts out as a low-level friendship, and I feel like this is something that's going to grow and grow and get stronger and stronger. If you're looking for a romance, I feel like you're going to know if this is romance or not. This is something that it probably is like you're going to meet this person, become friends with them. If it's going to be a romance, it's like 3 to 4 months out before it hits that level. If it's not romance, just to be fair, this could be somebody who comes into your life. I feel like for somebody, this is like somebody who is dating or knows somebody else in your family. It could be like a new in-law, and it's kind of like I don't really feel like I have a very strong connection with them, but we hang out once, or for some reason we talk a little, and then like 3 to 4 months pass, and then all of a sudden it's like we're best buddies. It's just gradual over time. And in the beginning, though, for some reason, maybe other people have a problem with this person, but you're like, I don't. And it's one of those things, but other people do, and you're like, it makes you nervous. Like, why do they have a problem with this person? And then over like 3 to 4 months, you're like, I really don't. I really like this person. So it's something like that that seems to be coming forward. There's like, I feel trapped. There's a like, I have to take a minute to really see the truth of the situation. Reward, literally the word reward is on this card. And the way it's laying on the High Priestess, yeah? Yep, the High Priestess. The way I relate to the High Priestess, how I see them is like, this is a person who's like, you got bad things, you got good things. It's all a part of the package. Like, it all comes together. You gotta try to do the best you can with what's not good and kind of try to, handle that the best you can, try to make good out of it. And the good things you got to make sure you don't get too comfortable with and keep your eye on it and make sure the good is really good. You keep your eye on it to make sure the good stays good. So it's kind of like, you got to kind of like see it for the truth of what it is. So like whatever the situation is, there's like something here that's like doesn't seem to be comfortable. Figuring it out, seeing the truth of that, and then making sure, whatever's good here, like putting in the work and the effort to make sure it stays good. That's over time. When this person comes forward, I feel like for a lot of you it's a person. You got the Star card twice, I'm just realizing. Because it's like somebody's coming forward, and it's like, this is actually what you want. The Star card is a very interesting card to me, because to me it says communication because of the Aquarius connection. It's very highly intellectual. A lot of possibilities coming forward, things that aren't easily seen come to light. Some people see it as a wish card, like a wish being fulfilled. I'm not opposed to it if that works for you. If this might be that something you've been waiting for, this person might be that person. I mean, why not? I am an intuitive reader, so I'm negotiable with it, The person you're also coming in contact with, very strong, but I also feel like is very kind to people who are loyal to them. This can be somebody who will they'll look out for you if you jive with that, if you're okay with that, they might look out for you in different ways. Like, you can look out for other people in different ways. It doesn't mean like, they're fighting your battles for you, not like that, but like this could be somebody who, like, if you work in the same area with them, they find out something's going on, they think is good for you, they'll kind of let you know. I also feel like the way Pisces is, and I'm saying this as a Pisces, if you can return the favor, you will do that without even question, if you feel this person is truly loyal to you in return. It's a really good energy here. A very strong person. There's another thing that makes, I feel like this is another thing. Like, you might witness or have witnessed this person, like, when somebody steps on their toes or somebody crosses a line, they can be brutal, is what I'm getting. Can be very brutal. No, they definitely can. If this is hitting, I'm feeling like, yeah. It might make you nervous, kind of like, oh, I don't want to be in the receiving end of that. People who get that from this person earned it. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying, like, it didn't come out of thin air. And I'm not saying they don't overdo it. They might have the tendency to overdo it, but it didn't just pop out of thin air like, oh, it's Tuesday, I'm going to just yell at you for no reason. That's not how this happens. When people step on their toes or cross boundaries, they make a point to make sure that person knows. Unacceptable, you don't want to do that again. And people around us hearing me go off on you, I'm hoping they catch the hint too, because they don't want any of this either. So don't be stepping on my toes. Don't be crossing my boundaries. They're a fiercely loyal person, whoever this person is. Fiercely loyal. I don't think that's a bad thing. It's just something to be aware of. Fiercely loyal. Be aware of it. Just be aware of it. Because I'm getting, over the next 3 to 4 months, there's going to be a tipping point where all of a sudden you're very close to this person. Really good energy. I like the way this feels. I feel like you're going to be very tight with this person. There's a lot of loyalty, a lot of good connections. Their life is not simple or easy. You're going to have to wait to see who this person is, I guess, because it's totally subjective to the person. But their life is not easy. Sometimes they just need somebody kind to talk to, and I feel like that's easily you. Somebody who will also keep their business private. This person definitely... This is one of those people where even if they don't say keep this to yourself, whatever they tell you, keep it to yourself. Definitely keep it to yourself. Especially if it's a family connection. If this person tells you something, keep it to yourself. And if you're thinking somebody else could help them out with a situation, ask them if they want that help before you go forward with that. Like, keep stuff to yourself. And if you say somebody, maybe it's an in-law, a new in-law, and they have a couple kids and they need somebody to watch, or they're having a hard time with the current person who's watching their kids while they're at work or whatever, and you're like, oh, I think I know somebody who could help them. Ask them first if they want that help. Ask them first before, and then ask them if it's okay to talk to that person on their behalf, because they're probably going to be like, well, just tell me who it is and I'll contact them myself. Just keep their business to yourself. Like, don't be careful with it. Be very careful. That way, I think it's easier for you that way. Especially with that Queen of Cups. Like, I feel like they're going to tell you stuff, and it's more like, I feel like it's kind of like they'll tell you stuff they don't tell everybody, and you might not realize that at first. Just, yeah. Yeah. I feel like that's good. Because there's ups and downs with this person. There's ups and downs with them. They are who they are. I get a bit of fire. I got the Strength card, which is Leo sometimes. Is that literally the only other one besides this one? What is the one I got here? Princess of Fire. That's another fire, clearly. And then I got the Eight of Pentacles. There's a certain way they live life. It can be a little turbulent. I see you kind of like backing them up, but like staying out of things for the most part. When you see their life being turbulent, always ask them before you get involved in something. Step back, let them chill out, decide what they want to do. I feel like this person might be one thing where they get upset, they blow up on somebody, or they tell somebody something, but they get a day or two to think about it, and they're like, well, actually, I think I'm going to do that differently. So they might make a decision one day and then change their mind the next couple days after they've calmed down. They might have a hot temper like that. Just keep that in mind. That way you just kind of step back and I feel like it's not a problem. Just step back, give them a couple days, and then kind of approach them, like say, how, that was going on, and I was thinking I could do this for you because it seemed like that's the decision you made. And they'll probably go, well, actually I changed my mind, or no, that's not what I want. Oh, okay, good, because I didn't do anything yet. That's why I thought I'd talk to you about it, make sure everything's okay. Be more in the reserve. Pisces is usually good at that. I'm saying that as a Pisces. Be more in the reserve. They do have a bit of a turbulent life, but I feel like I'm just sitting back and watching it. And then I don't feel like you have to be in the middle of it, but I feel like they're going to want to talk to you about things. And I feel like you're more the objective observer for them. Kind of like, you're not telling them they were right or wrong. You're just kind of like, well, this is what I saw, and this is what you said. That type of thing, and kind of like, this is what I saw them do, and this is what I heard them say. Just kind of more objective. I feel like you're objective for this person, and they like that. They do seem to like that. They don't want you to just side with them and be like, you were right, you were awesome, you were so, yeah, you're right to be mad. They don't want that. What they want is you going, I saw them push that on the floor. At least it looked like it to me, but just to be fair, their back was to it. They could have purposely done it, but I don't know. I don't know them that well. And I saw that you were upset because that means something to you. And when it broke, I can understand why you would be angry. Like, that makes sense to me. Like, more objective, more kind of like, yeah, I see what happened, and I understood why you had that reaction. And then just let them go where they want from that. It's a good connection. Like, it could be anything. This person coming in could be a business person, could be a friendship, could be a romance thing. It could be. If it's a romance thing, I don't know why, but I want to. If it's a romance thing, you'll know. I mean, how will you not know? By 3 to 4 months in, you'll know. I mean, I would hope. I feel like when you get to this part, I feel like you're gonna know enough, and you're gonna see the history with this person. They're up and down. They're up and down. take stock in how that affects your personality and your emotions, and make sure you have downtime. I know that sounds rude, but you might need like, I know some people who get up like an hour or two early before everybody else and they just have their coffee time all by themselves so they can just, have some moments of peace. You might need that with this person. And if you're able to find that downtime and those peaceful moments, I feel like it gives your brain a minute to relax and just feel at peace. The morning thing is my best idea right now. You might have to find a different way, whatever works for you. Keep that in mind because they don't mean to be turbulent. That's just who they literally are. And I know I'm saying this as a Pisces. Once we're in, we're in. Like, once we're in, we're in. It's all about managing our emotions and making sure we're giving ourselves time to step back and decompress. So if you get that far, more than likely, if you're in, you're in. If you decide it's not for you and you want to leave, then you're going to leave. I mean, if you're that one, you're that one. That's cool. I'm not saying that's wrong or great or anything. But as a Pisces, I'm saying once we're in, we're in. Or usually once we're in, we're in. Especially if we feel loved. If another Pisces watching this, I know you know exactly what I'm saying. We feel loved, we're there. Like, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You can tell me in the comments if I'm wrong. But I was raised by two Pisces. I'm just saying. All right, I think we're there. Hopefully that helps. If you're interested in a reading from me, go ahead, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, it's below, same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.